each and every one of y'all being. And so, guys, y'all, we are at 91 people on the Zoom tonight. Y'all, we have an awesome and amazing speaker. Now, y'all know that usually it's every third Tuesday where we have a speaker to get on to come and talk to us about how to build it big in this business. But y'all, we ended up having to do it on a Sunday this time, and I'm just excited because look how many people we got on here. So that's a big dang deal. And so, guys, the first person I'm going to bring up is our person that's going to be introducing our main speaker for tonight. Super excited to be working along with this young lady. I will not tell y'all, she's one of my bestest friends ever. I mean, helped me to do so much when it comes to this business, y'all. And so she's going to be really welcoming y'all here to this call tonight, representing Vision 2020 team, senior vice president, well over $300,000 on her way to $1 million, y'all. I know she about to do the dang thing. I want y'all to give it up, okay, for Coach Ursula Burks Johnson. Drop that fire in the chat, y'all. Drop that fire in the chat and bring
Thank you, Shay. Thank you for that introduction. Thank you for, suggesting to do this call. I know Art always does a phenomenal job, doing these calls for us. And sorry about the background noise, guys. I'm not at home, or I'm not in my office right now. But anyway, guys, listen, like Shay Bond said, we have an incredible speaker for you guys tonight. You're in for a serious treat. Art is even though he hasn't been here that long, I know a lot of people don't be called a legend, but he's definitely a legend in this business, $1 million earner, a master recruiter, guys. If you look at the AALC website for recruits, he's #1 year to date for recruits. So of course, he's gonna be talking to us tonight about building our businesses as we go into 2024. As we shut down 2023, guys, I hope you're putting your goals together for 2024. And so what better speaker to have come on tonight to talk about building this thing. He's got vice presidents, successful vice presidents. He's got leaders on top of leaders. He is coached by the awesome Gary Cornegay, but he's an awesome leader in his own right. So without further ado, to take over this call tonight, $1 million earner, the incredible head coach of the show, of the ones, right, the chosen ones, guys. So to give it up for the incredible $1 million earner, Art Martinez. Go ahead, Art. Sir.
Calling all night. I can pull the wool while I'm being
about that.
Darling, calling all night.
Come on, that's how we do it in the West Coast.
Oh me, oh my. I know many women wanna be in my life.
What's up? Here we go.
Oh my. Why can every woman end up being my wife? When you look this clean, I'm a classic man. Calling on me like a young OG.
What's up, everybody? Hey, thank you for that amazing introduction. Miss Ursula Johnson, love you, girl. You are awesome. Super duper phenomenal leader here. Proud to know you. And, Shay, good to meet you. I don't think we've ever had the chance to meet, right? Shay Bond, you're phenomenal. I heard a lot of great things about you. Guys, that's one of the things about our business. People always talk about, having a shot to become wealthy, but you're also going to become wealthy in friendships. Right. And I think that's very important in our business. A lot of times we worry about, sometimes the people that don't support us, you go like, man, I feel like I'm losing my friends, and really you're not losing your friends. You just find out who supports you and who doesn't, but the friends you make along the way are man, to me, it's everything. Right. I've been blessed to make friends throughout all 50 states, Canada and Puerto Rico. I know if I break down and Florida, I know who to call, right? And they would pick me up, no problem. And at the same time, if I broke down here in my state where I live in, California, I know that if I call some of my family, Tina, they would be like, no, don't you have AAA? Like, why are you calling me, right? But I call Primerica and they would help me out, no problem. So guys, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me. I apologize I couldn't do the Zoom on the normally scheduled program, but I'm here today. And I want to share a message of hope and inspiration, and also have a teaching, on how we went from zero in pay, to Primerica's 122nd $1 million earner. And what an amazing business we're a part of, yes or no? I mean, I think we're now at $130 million earners in Primerica. And if we can do it, you can do it and you should do it. Does that make sense? Because you're in the rich soil. You have the opportunity of a lifetime here. You don't have to look right. You don't have to look left. You have the $1 million opportunity right now. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen here. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Cool. Let's see. Oh, let me go all the way back here. Oh man, let me stop sharing. Let me get it right. I thought I had it right. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. Let's do it right now. Hey, we got 99 participants on. I think we could get this to 150, 200, right? Leaders, send your message. Send your teammates a text. Let them know that we on the Zoom here. Lives are about to be changed tonight. All right, so I get all the time, you know, hey, Art, what's your Instagram? If you want to follow me, great. If not, that's okay too. Let's talk about this. Okay, I want you to know what you have here. I know there's always new people in the business, right? They're signing up for the very first time, but I want you to know, you know, that you're not going to get wealthy by accident. You're not going to get wealthy by chance, but you can get wealthy by change, right? That's how I got wealthy. That's how you do it. You got to change your mindset, right? And so, you know, what makes this business special, you know, is I didn't know this, Ursula, growing up, that there's 3 types of incomes, right? I just thought there was 1 type of income, you know, but there's 3 types of incomes, right? The first is called earned income, the other is called passive income, and the other is called portfolio or equity income, right? And most of us know one way, right, which is earned income. And, you know, there we're going to trade our time for money. Right. And I think 95% of people, that's how they make money in this country. Right. They trade the most precious thing that God gave them, which is their time, right, for a paycheck. You know, you could be a doctor. You're going to trade your time for a paycheck to see a patient, you know, so that's called earned income. You know, passive income, you know, is how the wealthy people make their money. Right. And wealth is not an age, guys. Wealth is not a skin color. Wealth is not a religion. You know, wealth is a teaching. Right. And I wish they would have taught this in schools, right? Because I think more people would have chose, you know, passive income and portfolio income. But passive income is you can make money while you're sleeping. I mean, how awesome is that? Yes or no? I think some of us have experienced that, right? We go to sleep and wake up, we look at our phone like, oh my God, right? So-and-so wrote 10 sales, right? You know, that's called passive income, you know, and that generally comes from businesses, right? You could be on vacation, you can make money. Hey, I was in the hospital battling COVID for 6 days. And, you know, that week we made $25,000 that week, you know, so it's just incredible, you know, how you build a business and you can make passive income. And then portfolio income, you know, that's money making money for you, you know, so you don't have to work for it, you know, the money works for you, right? You know, and the point of this is, you know, most people only make money one way. Right. I've never seen anybody, you know, in my 18 years of doing this business, you know, that do all 3, Ursula. Right. Most people I know, they make earned income, you know, and when they stop, it stops. Right. Whenever you attach your time to money, you know, your time is going to eventually run out. And so is your money, you know, so you're not going to get wealthy that way. You'll make a living that way, but you're definitely not going to get wealthy, you know, making money from the earned income, right? And I've seen I've come across some people that go, Art, you know, I make earned income and I also make, you know, passive income. But here, guys, you get to do all 3, okay? In the same 24 hours that everybody has, you have the ability to do all 3, right, with your 24 hours in a day, okay? And so when I understood this, I go, man, that's powerful, right? Like I need to move to the passive income side and also to the portfolio income side, because that's where you want to be at the end of the day, okay? So what your job can do for those that are working that 9 to 5 pyramid thing, right, called a job, where there's only one guy to get rich, right, which is the CEO, right? If you're working that 9 to 5 job or that career, right, you make earned income, right? So what Primerica, what your job can do, Primerica can do that also, okay? But your job cannot do what Primerica can do for you. Your job does not allow you to have and do all 3 incomes. Your job only allows you to do what? 1 income, And what do most people do, Ursula, when they want to make more money? They go get a second job, yes or no? Right? Or they go get a side hustle like Uber, right? Or Lyft or something like that, you know, and they don't fix the problem. You know, TD Jakes said, if you want to fix the fruits of your life, you got to change the roots of your life, right? You know, if you want to change the fruits of your life, was the car you drive, you know, the house you live in, you want to change that, then you got to change the roots, right, of how you make your money. So in Primerica, right, you get licensed, right, and you use your what, your personal pen, right, and you make earned income. You know, if you see a client today and you're a district leader, right, and you help that client get insured, let's say you make $500, right, that's pretty good, right, part-time income, right, but you're still in the earned income, you know, side. What you want to do here, right, is what I learned how to do and develop a passion for. I think that's the stronger word, you know, and that is recruit, right? See, every business recruits, yes or no, right? And I know there's people on the Zoom that you feel a certain way about recruiting. Because I used to feel a certain way, Ursula, about recruiting. I used to hate recruiting, believe it or not, right? The number one, I think we're number 2 year to date in the company in recruiting, right? I used to hate it. How come? Because I took it personal when people would quit. You know, a part of me went with them when they quit. Does that make sense? And I carried that energy on, you know, to the next person that was in front of me that I was going to offer the opportunity to, right? And how terrible is that, right? You take, right, if you're dating somebody and they broke up with you, you don't carry that energy into the new relationship. You don't go, listen, you're probably going to break up with me too, huh? Right? You know, see, so right, you don't do that, right? You give them the benefit of the doubt, yes or no, right? So you either hate recruiting on this Zoom, you feel like you have to do it, you feel like maybe I'll do it because it brings me more production or it brings me money, or you develop a passion for recruiting and you love it. Does that make sense? I'm that way today, where I love recruiting people. I love giving them an opportunity of a lifetime, right, to change their life. That's how I look at it. Does that make sense? And if I can help you change your life, guess what? In doing so, my life changes. What a beautiful thing, right? So you're going to have to learn how to embrace that, develop a passion for it. Now, guys, I know everybody on the Zoom, maybe one person, right? I know everybody on the Zoom, when they were 7 years old, did not want to work in financial services, did not want to do insurance investments, right? That was not your passion. That was not my passion. But what we saw here was what? Lifestyle change. What we saw was what? Dang, right? You can make that much money. You can have that much freedom. Guess what? We'll develop a passion, right, for helping people, right? That's what I was, right? When I met Gary Cornegay, you know, I had no interest in financial services. I had no interest in business. But when I met Gary and he showed me 20 grand a month legally, right? He showed me his checks, 20 grand a month. Guess what? That was influence for me, right? To go, you know what? I'll come work with you, man. And here we are, right? So the passive income side here, guys, is you're going to have to embrace recruiting, open up locations and get licensed agents, right? You know, Willie and Lorena, they're $5 million earners now. You know, $5 million earners, right? They're Hispanic, $5 million earners. They have 35 locations and they have over 7,000 people, you know, that work in those locations. 35 locations, right? Over 7,000 licensed people, guys. Now, that's like owning 35 Subways, right? That's like owning 35 McDonald's, right? Without paying for the Subways, without paying for the McDonald's, but the outcome, Tina, is still the same. The outcome of an owner of McDonald's is what? I've never seen the owner flipping the burgers, making the French fries, right? I've seen the owner what? Never there, and they make a 6-figure income. But they have to pay $2.5 million to buy a McDonald's location. Willie and Lorena, guess what? They did not have to pay $2.5 million to buy one McDonald's, let alone 35 locations, right? So that's the passive income side. And then, you know, as Primerica is a public company, Maurice, you know this, right? You're becoming future RVP here. They give us stock, man. They give us stock. That makes sense? You're building, Maurice Thompson, right? You're building, right, stock. When you become an RVP and you take that contract and you sign that contract, do you know that they give you $15,000 of Primerica stock? Do you know that? Right now, every single person is what? Is accumulating stock. And then every quarter, as you grow your business, guess what? They give you more Primerica stock, guys. We opened up at $19 a share. I think on Friday, we were like $210 a share. Outperforming Nike, outperforming Starbucks, outperforming Disney. This business, oh my God, you're gonna get wealthy here. Does that make sense? If you follow these concepts and you follow your coach's guidance, right, you're gonna get wealthy here. Watch this. So when I learned this teaching, I go, man, let me apply this, right? So today, our career cash, right, is $6 million, $6,201,300. That's our career cash, right? Our Primerica equity shares, right, is 4,776 shares. They gave us these shares, guys. They gave it to us, Daphne. So what Wells Fargo has to pay for, Primerica gives this to you. Do you understand this is wealth? Do you understand that you can call, right, a computer share and say, hey, you know what? I want to redeem $4,776. Do you know that it's right at $1 million is how much Primerica has given me and my wife in stock, guys? I know you're not happy for me. I don't see the chat box blowing up, man. Listen, that will happen for you. Does that make sense? That will happen for you also. We're not lucky. Hey, did I tell you that I didn't finish high school? Did I tell you that I used to work in a warehouse? That's where I come from, right? I know probably everybody on the Zoom, guess what? You finished high school, yes or no? Right? Some of y'all went to college. Guess what? I did it. So in our career cash with stock, we're over almost $7.5 million, guys. We have 16 RVPs, 16 locations, 681 codes. That's 681 ways of making money today, Willie. Most people are 100% of themselves, 100% of one. What you want to do here is you want to be 1% of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of yourself. So let's go into how that happened, right? How did that happen? See, would everybody on this Zoom like to make $1 million? You should. Okay, you should. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta ask you the follow-up question. Are you sure you want what comes along with the $1 million? Everybody wants the $1 million, but are you sure you want what comes along with the $1 million? See, we're blessed to have a Rolls-Royce Cullinan and a Lamborghini, right? It's my dream cars. And everybody goes, man, I would love that car. And guess what I tell them? Are you sure you want what comes along with the Lamborghini Aventador? Are you sure what comes along with the Rolls-Royce Cullinan? You want that car, you want the $1 million, but are you sure you want to do what's required to get it? Because here's what's required. Most people will do their best, but the millionaires do what's required. I'm gonna say it again. Most people will do their best, but they won't do what's required. So you gotta do what's required, not your best. I mean, my son and my daughter are in boxing, right? And guess what? The first couple months, they're going, Dad, I'm doing my best. That's okay, good. We're gonna applaud that. We're gonna applaud you doing your best. But at some point, you gotta graduate from not just doing your best, but you gotta do what's required in order to what? In order to move up the ranks and start being in that category of what? Professional and making money. And most people, they just do their best here, right? And we're gonna applaud that if you're brand new, but at some point, you got to do what's required, okay? That's the game changer. Now watch this. The red arrows, most of you probably have seen this before. The red arrows represent the effort and the sacrifice, okay? The green arrow represents your cash flow in this business. Now, in the beginning of business, every business operates the same way. Okay, there's no business that does not operate this way. In the beginning of this business, any business, you are going to have to put a lot of effort and a lot of sacrifice, and you might not see the $1 million cash flow in the beginning. And this is where we lose a lot of people. You want to know why? Because most of us have been raised one way, right? You show up to work on Friday, you get a check on Friday, yes or no? You don't have to put a lot of effort. You don't have to put a lot of sacrifice. You already know what your check is going to be Friday. But in business, it works that way. Do you know not Mark Zuckerberg, right? But I could use Mark Zuckerberg. But you know Bill Gates. Do you know Bill Gates, Jackie? For 7 years, okay? Bill Gates for 7 years only took 2 days off from building his company called Microsoft. 7 years straight, only 2 days off. Now, I know what most people might say on this Zoom. I know what most people might say. They might say, well, Art, I would never do that. Well, that's why you ain't no millionaire, let alone a billionaire, because you're not willing to put the effort. You're not willing to sacrifice, right, for what you want. Now, remember this, for those that are taking notes. If you're not willing to sacrifice for what you want will become the sacrifice. Come on now. Here, you will feel overworked and you will feel underpaid. And this is where everybody quits. And you should get excited after today, because you should know what? Most people are not willing to put their effort, and most people are not willing to sacrifice anything. I get excited just talking about this, because this is where what? The boys are separated from the men. The girls are separated from the women, right? This is that part of you either gonna quit here because you don't see the money, or you're gonna keep going. Now here's the exciting part. Every meeting you show up to, right? Every fast start that you show up to, every ticket that you buy, every Zoom that you show up to, guess what? That's called a deposit. And eventually you're gonna withdraw. Now I got some news on that, because if you don't stick around for the withdrawal is gonna be given to your upline. If you don't stick around to stay for the withdrawal, right? It's like having money in the account, right? And you drop your PIN number somewhere, your upline picks it up, oh my God, here's a PIN number. And all that withdrawal goes to your upline. That's real, by the way. At some point, Daphne, business is gonna flip for you. Business is going to flip for you. That is a universal law that works for everybody that stays long enough. See, gravity works for everybody, yes or no? Gravity don't care if you're old. Gravity don't care if you're young. Gravity don't care if you're Mexican like me, if you're super Mexican like me, right? Gravity does not care how much you weigh. Gravity works for everybody, yes or no? At some point, it's gonna flip, where you are now gonna make what? More money for your efforts and your sacrifice. Here, you are gonna feel underworked and overpaid. Come on now. Here you gonna feel underworked and overpaid. And this is where you start living the dream. See, I was told this years ago, Art, give me 5 years of busting your butt. Give me 5 years, Art, of busting your butt, and I'm gonna give you 40 back. Give me 5, and I'm gonna give you 40. If you don't like that plan, Art, then give your boss 40, and he's gonna give you back 5. I go, I like the first one, because I'm gonna work hard, right? And I'd rather work hard building my fortune than working 40 years to building my boss's fortune. Look at this, y'all. Okay. what was it? I don't even forget what year. I want to say 2021. Okay, so what you see here, 2022. What you see here.
Art, we can't see your screen. You want to share? We can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
No, sir.
I see it.
I can see
Oh,
it.
I see
you
it.
can't. Okay.
Can
Sorry.
can you see the scoreboard? Can you see the scoreboard?
I can
Yes.
see it.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I
Okay,
need-
here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. The scoreboard says personal production. Okay. 21,000 I wrote for the year. Okay. 21,000 in personal production I wrote for the entire year. Now, if you break that down monthly, I helped about 2 clients a month, guys. Right? Yeah, about 2 clients a month too. Yeah, that's yeah. About 2 clients a month. I recruited 6 directs for the year. For the year. Okay, and only 2 of them got licensed, which means, Jackie, people quit on me too. Even people quit on millionaires too. And don't be shocked, because people quit on their kids, yes or no? People quit on their spouses, right? Jesus recruited 12, 1 of them quit. Come on, man, people are gonna quit. That's what people do. Just don't take it personal. Now, if this was Toyota, and I sold 2 cars at Toyota for the month, what would happen?
You're fired.
I would be fired, yes or no? I would be absolutely fired. Now, if this was Verizon and I sold 2 phones for the entire month, what would happen?
Fired.
You got the
I would
act.
be fired, yes or no? I would be fired, guys. See, I look back on the effort and the sacrifice that I made, and you know what? I put a post up on my Telegram this morning talking about this. You know, when a person can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. I remember working every weekend, working, right? Working, building this business. And I remember friends and family and some people in Primerica, right? They would just pleasure themselves. They would watch movies, watch the fights, they go to Vegas, they do this, they go watch the game, right? They wear someone else's jersey with their last name on it, except like why you need to put your jersey on and put your last name, because it means something more than some NFL player that you supported. I get it, it's your team, I understand. The point is, if you don't have a deep sense of meaning, then you're going to distract yourself, right, with pleasure. And I remember people doing that. And I remember people making fun of me. Art, all you do is work. Why are you working so hard? Man, that's not going to happen for you, right? You're stupid, man. Ain't no Mexican going to be no millionaire. I never seen that in my life, right? And I go, well, I'm going to keep on working. And I'm going to miss some birthday parties. I'm going to miss some weddings, right? I'm going to miss some of those things. And don't act like y'all don't know, because look, I'll tell you a funny story. I remember, Jackie, right? My wife came home one day, she was crying, you know, and I asked her, why are you crying? She said, well, you know, I went to my family party and, you know, they say you weren't there, and they asked me if we're still married. They never see you, and you know how much they hate Primerica because they never see you, and Primerica, you know, got you working like that, you know, 7 days a week. And I go, man, they are stupid, right? That's why I don't go to those parties anyway, because they're stupid. I go, Primerica don't got me working 7 days a week. My purpose got me working 7 days a week. My goals and my ambitions got me working 7 days a week. I go, you know what though? You know what I'm gonna do? When we have kids, one day, when we have kids, I still haven't done it, but I'm gonna need you to amen me if you want me to do this, right? We haven't done it yet, right? But what I'm gonna do one day is I'm gonna throw a party one day on the weekday, right? I'm gonna throw the party in the daytime. right? And I'm gonna send out invitations in the daytime, right? And I'm gonna say RSVP if you're gonna come to my son's birthday party, my daughter's birthday party. You know what they're gonna tell me? You know what they're gonna tell me, Daphne? You take what are they gonna tell me, y'all?
They gotta work.
They gotta work.
Gotta work.
They gotta work, and they gotta put the effort, and they gotta put the sacrifice for building their boss's fortune. And I'm gonna tell them, oh, your boss got you working like that? You're not a good brother. You're not a good sister. You're not a good cousin. You're not a good friend. You can't even make my son's birthday party on a Wednesday. What's wrong with you? Are you in some type of cult? Well, what are you doing over there? Working like that? You can't take no time off. What's wrong? You think I should do it? Some of y'all, right? My wife said, no, baby, don't do it because nobody will come. I go, bull crap. The Primerica people will come because the Primerica people own their time. The Primerica people own their pay. And guess what?
Let's get it.
The Primerica people bring the best damn gifts anyways. All your friends and family do, they don't bring no gifts, but they eat up all the food, right? And then they leave with all the food, right? I go, no, we're gonna do it one day. I haven't done it yet, y'all, but I'm gonna do it one day. It's called effort and it's called sacrifice. It's called effort and it's called sacrifice. See, most people want the $1 million income. You want the nice cars, you want the nice lifestyle, but you're not willing to put the effort and you for sure not willing to sacrifice. I want to share this with you real quick. It's like 2 minutes.
Yo. Back over here, checking the progress of Casa Martinez on the beach. Man, look at this. Oh man, look at how beautiful, man. I can't wait till it's done. It's almost done. Look at that. Check out the rooms here. Bathroom. King's room here. Samantha's room. The big screen, the fireplace right there. Look at that. What if I would have listened to all the haters, man? What if I would have listened to all those people that told me, don't do it, you're stupid. It's not gonna work. You're a warehouse guy, you don't know what you're doing. Master bedroom here. Custom shower, they put 8 shower heads right there. Closet, walk-in closet there. Private walkways to the beach for that. Dream again. So take a dream. All my dreamers in. We'll take a look at the top. This is gonna be all glass sliding doors, right? Just imagine just chilling right here, sitting right there, looking at the ocean in the morning, the sunrise, the sunset. Let's take a look at the top. Let's go. This is the garage, by the way. Be hanging out over here. Let's go on top, y'all, get some sun. Put some games up here, barbecue up here. Look at that. Oh man, I think before the end of the month it'll be finished. Y'all gonna come with me? Put a little fridge right here, barbecue, play some games right here. Hard work, dedication always pays off, man.
You know how much that cost me? Anybody want to take a guess how much that cost me?
$500,000.
Here's what it cost me.
5 million.
Oh,
It cost me 10,000 notes.
Yay!
It cost me $10,000. no's.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Not right now. No, thank you. No, I'm good. Not right now. I'm fine. No, okay. No, 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 no. Not right now. That's what it cost me. 10,000 no's. That I'm willing, and I know most people are willing to go through. I'm gonna finish with this. See, I had a plan. I think most people, when you leave high school, you have a plan. You know, my plan, was to survive. And unfortunately, most people overlook opportunities for security. But wealthy people, guess what? They overlook security for opportunities. And so my brother reached out to me, and this was my former house there to the right. If you could, you look at the house, there's no street lights, there's no sidewalks, right? Times are tough. I know you can't really see the house too well, but times are tough. When the big air conditioning unit goes out, you got to put the small one in the window, right? That's how we're doing. $29,000 a year. Bought me a purple Ford Ranger. I did say purple. I was driving Barney, up and down the freeway, right? That's how I used to live, and I plan on staying there. That was my goal. I'm planning on riding it out. I'll be there 40 years to my life, and call it a life. But God answers prayers, yes or no. Right? I will pray every day, man, I know there's got to be something else out there, right, man? I got to meet the right people. And my brother called me and tried to schedule an appointment 2 times, right? And I hung up on him both times. And then he finally called me back and said, hey, man, right, I'm going through some training right now. Can you help me out? I'm bringing over my field trainer. His name's Gary. He makes a certain amount of money. I go, yeah, bring over Gary. And I signed up. And I didn't know it was going to turn out like this, guys. But anything you do long enough, you don't get worse at it. You get better at it, yes or no? You just got to stay the course. You got to stay the course, man. You got to stay the course, because it's your plan and then there's God's plan, right? So I don't have my Rolls Royce in here, right? Because I got it about 5 months ago. I haven't updated this, right? But we're driving my dream car, man, a Lamborghini. We got 5 homes today. A lot of money saved, traveled. But we given to charities. We started some charities, right? We're very giving family, man. And, this does not happen if there's no effort and there's no sacrifice. And I'll finish with this, right? The wealthiest place on earth, it's not in the diamond fields in Africa. It's not in the oil fields in the East, right? The wealthiest place on earth is the graveyard, and that's where everybody dies with everything that they wanted to achieve, but they didn't achieve it because they weren't willing to go through it. If you're gonna be the shit, you gotta go through the shit, right? And I know where some of y'all come from. It ain't the prettiest neighborhoods. If you show me your house, right, you go, all right, that's a nice house compared to mine. But will you go through it? Will you grow through this process, right? Man, I hope that when you look at this, I don't wanna come off the wrong way like I'm braggadocious or boastful, but I look at this, man, I just wanna tell you that we're blessed. That we said yes to this opportunity. I wanted to quit 1,000,000 times along the way, guys, right? I wanted to quit 1,000,000 times along the way, right? But what kept me focused, what kept me here, was my why. That's what kept me here. That's what keeps me going every single day, is purpose, man. And so I'm gonna pass it back over to you guys. I appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing you guys walk across the stage at the convention, right? As an RVP. Some of y'all $100,000 earners, $200,000 earners, 300, $500,000, and maybe even some millionaires in here, because hey, it happens all the time, right? There's always a separation. Someone's going to separate. Someone's going to have a mind shift, and guess what? They go, "What the heck happened?" I see it all the time. When you start to see someone take off in the company, it's not because they discovered, a new presentation. It's not because they discovered a new script. What they discovered is a new belief system in themselves, right? And the next thing you know, they take off. And if that could happen to any one of us, then guess what? It could happen to you, right? I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for listening here, right? I hope some of y'all are inspired. We got 2.5 weeks left to finish the month and finish the year of 2023, and we launched 2024. So Kobe Bryant year, y'all. I'm gonna pass it back over to Ursula. Thank you so much.
That's right. You're the Mamba. Great job. Great job. Oh my God. I'm gonna pass it to Shay Bond. Go ahead, Shay.
Yeah.
Showing up, showing out.
We just- amazing, guys. Look, all right, man, you just really laid it down. Y'all, we got what we need to go make it happen in 2024. And so in the last few minutes, what I want to do is I'm gonna open the floor for some people to come off mute. You know, let's go with start off with divisions and above. You have to be on camera. And it could be divisions, regionals, RVPs and above. Anybody raise your hand. I'll let you come off mute. And okay, come on, Miss Keisha.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Art, for taking your time out tonight. Definitely, absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations to you. Definitely have me dreaming again. My question to you would be, you know, if there was anything that you would do different, what would that be?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. You know, I think probably the biggest thing was I would have embraced recruiting more. You know, because I mean, most people were not raised that way. We're not raised business, you know. But if we open a Subway, right, and we spend $240,000 to buy a Subway, you know, we're gonna have to recruit and develop some people, yes or no, right? If we open a restaurant, we have to recruit and develop some people, you know. And you know what's important here is that we as an owner need to know that they're probably not going to be there 6 months from now. And I think that's where a lot of people lose it in our business, you know. I remember hearing this saying one time that said, you know, the goal never changes, but the people do. You know, and unfortunately in Primerica, a lot of times our goal changes when the people do. Right? You know, so you need to have that mentality. If you're going to be an RVP, a SVP, a SNSD, right? You got to speak it, you got to confess it. And as you speak it and you confess it, guess what? People are going to be drawn to your vision. See, guys, remember when we leave high school and we leave college, most people don't have a vision, so they'll buy yours, right? And if you look in the participant section and maybe you don't have a lot of people here in the participant section, you might want to recalculate your vision. You might want to ask yourself, am I confessing this enough to people, right? Where people are buying my vision because they're going to buy someone's vision, you know? And so for me, that was the biggest thing. You know, if I could go back in time, that would be the thing that, you know, I would change and embrace, you know, is the recruiting. And, you know, when you hop on an airplane, right, the pilot takes you to the destination, right? But when we leave the airplane, the pilot says bye, you know, we don't cry, right? We don't go, give me a hug, pilot, right? You know, let me get you, can you add me on Instagram, pilot? We don't do that. Does that make sense? We're just so happy that the pilot got us to our destination, yes or no, right? And you need to be happy with the people that are in your business right now and know that they help you go district, but they might not be there, you know, to help you go regional vice president. But the goal of regional vice president never changes, but the people do. Does that make sense? Right? So I think to me, that was major because I took it personal when people quit, right? I like, oh, you quit on me? Oh, I'm unfriending you on Facebook right now. Like, we are not friends, right? Like, no way, right? Today, guess what? I go, no, people quit. And if they try to unfriend me on Facebook, guess what my butt do? No, hell no. I'm adding you back on because I want you to see what you're missing out on. I want you to see when we cross over $2 million in income. I want you to see when we become Circle of Champions. I want you to see the new people that could have been you, but you quit because you were all in your feelings, right? And you should have stayed. You should have been this $500,000 earner. You should have been this $600,000 earner, but you quit. And I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to add you back on. So I don't know, I might be a little crazy, but you know, that's how I operate, right? Okay. So I would embrace the recruiting side for sure.
Awesome. Who else? Look, that how many of y'all did that help just then? I can tell you it helped me for sure. Okay. Because look, people quit every day, literally. people quit every day. And so, you know, have you ever had, is it just been the small people that quit, or have you had any big people in your business that have quit? You know?
Yeah. I mean, across the board, you know, I mean, you know, it's sad because, you know, you develop friendships with these people and, you know, but again, I've learned to, you know, I'll tell you a quick story. Some of you guys know Glenn Smith Jr. You know, he's back on the come up. I'm so proud of him, you know, but I met Glenn Smith Jr. when I used to work with his dad, right? His dad was in the business. I met Glenn Smith Jr. when he was probably like 13 years old playing basketball. And, you know, Glenn eventually, he decided to not pursue Primerica. You know, he's one of my top guys. He's doing 40,000 in production. And, you know, he left and, you know, I'm a little bit of this went with him, right? Because I was like, dang, that's my guy. We're supposed to go RVP together, man, right? But he's not there, you know, but I kept him as a friend. You know, we still talk to each other. I invited him to stuff. He invited me to stuff, you know, and when his son turned 18 years old, you know, he said, you know, Dad, I want to do Primerica, right? And guess what? He's a VP today because I kept the friendship with him. You know, where in the past I wouldn't have done that. You know, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Bye. Don't talk to me again because I'm taking it personal. So on all levels, absolutely. You know, but what's a important thing to also remember is that, you know, you got to pay attention to who's coming into your business and who's leaving your business. And if the people that are leaving your business are like stud and studettes, and you got more Napoleon Dynamites coming into your business, some Freddy Kruegers, some Michael Myers, right? Some crazy people, right? You know, that you got to pay attention to that, right? Because you want to make sure that the leaders and the influencers stay, because that's who's going to attract more people. Those people leave and more people come in that just don't have the if factor, then that kind of makes for a shaky business, right? But yeah, it happens on all levels there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Come on, Miss Sheila.
Thank you again for coming in. I've enjoyed your story.
Thank
And
you.
my house looked a little worse than yours. If I had a picture of I think I had you beat. But recently, I beat. It was a shotgun house, so you know, straight back, and it was nine of us, so 4 to a bed. But we had an event in Memphis in, I believe, in October, and that was my first big event. So it gave me a big boost to do better, and you know, it's like you need a shot of energy, and that was it for me, which I'm looking forward to going to the bigger events. What event that you went to when you first got your real shock to go hard in the business, and you was like, I want to be a part of this bigger picture?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's such a great question, and it kind of, my answers is going to go hand in hand with what you just said, right? And you know, exposure is the biggest thing. You know, when you're exposed, you know, to a big event, you're exposed to another lifestyle. I always tell people, you know, you need to fly first class, right? You need to fly first class. You need to save a little more money. You need to do a little more. How come? Because I want you to be exposed to that type of lifestyle. And when you get exposed to that, guess what? Nobody goes, oh, I hated first class. No one says that. Right? I'm a big guy. I used to sit and coach. And I used to pray, like, number one, I don't have a middle seat. Number two, there's not 2 big guys sitting next to me because we're going to have an uncomfortable flight, right? See, in first class, you don't worry about that. So you pay extra, right? So you have that experience, you know? And I remember winning an incentive, to answer your question. I remember winning an incentive. And for all my leaders, man, you know, you got to do better with your incentives. You know, you can't go like, oh yeah, let's go to Chipotle if you write 2 sales, right? No, they could go to Chipotle's on their own. They could go to Denny's on their own. Does that make sense? You gotta invest in your team, guys, right? And have them exposed you know, to a certain way of living, to a certain lifestyle. And when people get exposed to that, they do more, they'll pay the price more, right? So they don't have to worry about the price. So Gary did an incentive, and it was, I forget what it was, but we won it. And it was, we're gonna pick you up in a Hummer limousine, right? We're gonna go to dinner in Beverly Hills at one of the most fanciest restaurants that you ever seen, Beverly Hills, right? And we're gonna have a special guest, right, on the drive to Beverly Hills. And I won it, right? I won. I know I haven't been in a limousine since high school, right? So I won the incentive, right? I go into, you know, we go into this Hummer limousine. The special guest is a guy named JP Vasudevin. He's an Indian guy. And he tells me something I'll never forget. He says, Art, because I had a challenge getting my license for 8 months, Sheila. Right. And he told me, he said, Art, give this business 8 months. Give this business 8 months. And let's see where you're at in 8 months. Right. And I think I was like 4 months into the business. And on the 8th month, my license posted. And I made $7,800 my first month license in Primerica. But those words, right? Those words, if I don't win that incentive, I don't hear those words, right? And we go to the restaurant, and the restaurant's called Crustaceans. And the whole bottom of Crustaceans is a koi fish tank, the whole bottom piece. You walk in, you open the door, you think you're gonna step in water, right? The whole bottom is a fish tank. And I saw actors, I saw athletes. I was like, whoa. You know what I told myself? Like John Addison. I told myself, like John Addison says, is this gonna be a phase of your life, or is this gonna be a way of life? And I told myself right there, this is going to be a way of life for me and my family. But if I'm not exposed to that, then I don't know what, you know, a certain lifestyle look like. So exposure is very important in our business. Guys, I wish I could answer a million questions. I actually have to do another Zoom right now at 7 for another friend of mine. I could do one more quick question. Because I told I'll be on at 7:05. I hope Ms. Sheila that answered your question.
How do you move people to big events?
What's that?
How do you move people to big events?
Yeah, I let them know that, you know, exposure and proximity, you know, is important, you know, and you're making an investment in yourself, right? And if you knew how to be successful, you knew how to make 100, 200, 300, $500,000, $1 million, then you'd be doing it already. You know, so you need to invest in yourself because you're the best investment. Does that make sense? You're not spending money on yourself. You need to invest in yourself. My $199 that I paid was an investment, yes or no? Right? And that has brought me $7 million back to my family. But without investing in big events, without investing in self-improvement, guess what? I don't have that type of return. See, when you move and you go to big events, that's your ticket to be around rich people. That's your ticket to be in a different environment. Does that make sense? That's your ticket. So whether it be $10 or a VIP package or whatever, that is your ticket to change your environments. Because we need environment change, right? Whoever we are, who we hang out with. You want to be a $1 million earner? You got to have some millionaire friends. You know, I have a bunch of millionaire friends. That's why we became a millionaire. So that's how you move people, you know, to the big events. Okay. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all some beautiful people.
All right, before you hop off, I actually made something for you. And so I'd like for you to look at this real quick, just to attribute to you for all the hard work that you put into this business and the example that you've given. Like I tell people all the time, you can either be the example or the warning, and you've definitely been the example. And I want people to see how big you have gotten since the beginning of time. Let's make it happen. Thank you, Art.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I got to shine. Now throw your say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY. Summertime shy. Now throw your hands up in the sky. So I roll through good. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood. Ferrari. And she got the goods, and she got that. I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lowry's 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile.
We the best.
Convict music. We the best. Yeah. We taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, where
Wow, thank you so much, man. You're making me proud here.
So proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. Can you please send me that? Can you please send me that?
Would. I absolutely will. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You, and I'll make sure you get a recording of this as well. You have a
Thanks,
good
guys.
night.
Thanks, Art. Good night. Thanks.
Art,
Thanks,
thank you. Thank you, Art.
Thanks, Art.
Man, y'all, this was absolutely amazing, 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 amazing. And so Ursula, definitely want to thank you. You know, man, I don't know what I would do without this amazing lady. And so, and we definitely did this thing. This was the last speaker of 2023. Y'all know how we do every year, every month, next month, third Tuesday of every month, we got a speaker that gets on, but we went ahead and did it on a Sunday this month, y'all. Cause I'm like, well, we'll adjust it. We want to get Art on. And so he was the last speaker of the month and of the year. And y'all, this just jump started us, you know, for this upcoming year. You know, he just kind of rounded it all out for us. And so, I mean, we've had speakers from across the board, y'all. And so I can't wait until, you know, we get the speakers to line up, because I'm gonna go ahead and line the people up for the rest for the whole year next year, man. And I just want to, you know, this is just a way for all of us to have that ability, because sometimes we have to he said some things tonight, man, and I tell you, man, that's all I gotta say. He said some things that I definitely needed.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it. It was some nuggets thrown out there. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Ursula. Thanks, Shay. Thanks, Larry, for letting us know about it. We definitely appreciate it. And it was some golden nuggets that was thrown out there. Thanks a lot, Ursula, for letting us know about it. Appreciate it. We canceled out. We normally do one at 8 o'clock. We thought it'd be a great twist for us to jump in because Larry was jumping in. We thought we would jump in too. It was definitely some nuggets put out there. It was right along the area where we at in our training anyway. And I think he really hit the nail on the head. Let's overcome that fear. People even put on millionaires.
Come on.
Right. On millionaires even had those same doubts and fear about what other people think about us. So, what day is gonna be when we throw our party and we invite everybody during the day,
Come
right?
on, Mark, what we talking about?
Right, that's right.
You know, man,
Great stuff.
That's a big deal. Anybody want to come up mute real quick and just give us one thing that really impacted you today that's gonna get you jump started for the year? Because hey, I'm telling y'all.
He said, take those. I like when he said, take those 10,000 no's, because that's how he got that house. That was exciting.
Come on, I'm gonna get all the no's.
Me too.
I'm about to get all the no's. Come
please,
on.
like my coach says, please tell me no.
Please tell me no. I'm about to make a shirt that say, please tell me no. Man, come on, Monique.
When he said what your job do, Primerica can do, but what Primerica can do for you, your job can do. I said, you better preach. You better preach.
Participants in the conference.
Crazy. You know, people are quitting Primerica to go back to a job. That is crazy. Okay. That is crazy talk. But hey, it is what it is, you know.
You know, I think
I think, I think one of the main things he's talking about that I think a lot of people don't stop to think about, are you willing to make a sacrifice? I'm talking about, it's amazing to me how many people won't even make a sacrifice. They say they want to change their life, but they're not willing to even get on a Zoom. They're not willing to talk to 5 people a day. They're not willing to write down any goals, anything, you know. So at the end of the day, a lot of people don't want to step up and take responsibility for their life. But if you start taking responsibility for what goes on in your life and look at the things that you're doing, your daily habits decide the kind of life you're going to have. If you got bad daily habits, you're going to have a bad life. And that's what he was talking about, was having good habits. I'm talking about getting on these calls. And another thing is, you know, a lot of people, because people was texting me, I can't get in, because they done froze everybody. I told you to have your butt where to get on early. You know, if you start respecting time, you won't have to be sending out the messages about that kind of stuff. You got to respect time, and you got to, if the thing started at 7, why you can't get on at 6:45, 6:50? You want to do it? I'm sitting there looking at the TV. So you know, we got to start making a commitment. You got to make a commitment at whatever point in time you are. I'm talking about, I've been doing this a long time, but I'm more committed right now than ever.
Come on.
Because I know more people need what we talk about. And I know it ain't but one thing that I know of you cannot recapture. I could burn down your house and you can build another. You could run up, tear up your car, but when time run by, time is gone. You cannot recapture. So I'm trying to tell you right now, and all of you, do all you can while you can, because what you can do ain't never guaranteed to last.
Period. Exactly. And the thing about it is, it didn't even hit 100, the capacity. We end up increasing it, but it didn't hit capacity until like 25 minutes after the time. It was like, and then we increased it and it hit maybe around 7:30. I think, where, you know, it was able to hop back on. So yeah. And so I'm excited, but people, you're right. People gotta, if you committed to this thing, and it's not even committed to Primerica, it's committed to your goals and dreams, committed to the things that you say that you want to accomplish. And this is the vehicle. If I want to go to California, you know, I gotta have a vehicle to get there. So if I want to achieve my goals and dreams, this is the vehicle. I mean, I was a school teacher. That was definitely not going to get me to where I wanted to be. You know, I'm still teaching here, right? And so, you know, it's just all about making sure that, you know, you do what you say you're going to do, right? And you commit to it. So I love it. I love it. Come on, Lawrence.
Yeah, what stood out to me, man, when he said you did your best, but did you do what was required? It's a difference. I'm like, wow. I did my best, but I didn't do what was required.
Period. Like, did you follow the play? Did you run the system? Did you come?
Right.
If $1 million earner is telling you exactly what to do, and he said it, he was like, you know, you want $1 million, but are you willing to, I mean, are you, like, what do you say? Are you ready to for what's gonna come along with it? I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a lot. So absolutely. Come on, was it Maurice? Oh, you on mute.
Okay, great. The gentleman just spoke a second ago, said one of the things was about, are you required? That shook me up. But the other thing is that was replace those friends that don't support you. Friends and family members, replace them. You're gonna have some new friends. Don't hold on to them. Don't take it personal. So that's what I was impacted most by, those two things: doing what's required and replacing those friends.
Absolutely. You know, when we gotta understand that, you know, everybody ain't meant to go along with us, you know. And so we gotta make sure that we are, I mean, 'cause I could tell y'all, you are who you hang around, right? And I'm so excited to have the ability to hang around people who make a 6 and 7 figure income. Like, I have 7-figure earners that be calling my phone. That's something totally different from what I'm used to, you know. And the thing about it is, why I'm gonna cry about the friends that's always whining and complaining about Nothing. When I literally have people that are where I want to be, where I'm going, not just where I want to be, where I'm going, and they willing to tell me how to get there. So that's a big dang deal. Like, I'm excited about that. If somebody else had their hand up and I made a mistake and put your hand down, so don't think I was trying to keep you from speaking. So if you had your hand up and I made a mistake and put your hand down, that was by mistake. So put your hand back up so you can speak, because I didn't mean to do that. I was actually trying to let you come off mute. All right, come on, Miss Eleanor.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Shay, and everybody else that was on the on the webinar. I appreciate Art because it just let me know that I need to invest in myself, because nobody can do that more than that, to invest in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, also invest in your team. Show them how it looks like he did us. He showed us where he was, and then he showed them where he's going. And so that's good. Sometimes you have to have a vision of where you're going. So we have to show our team that. And I really appreciate that. I tell you, I can't say it enough. I appreciate everybody, all my coaches that that informs us, let us know, so that we can be better in our business. So if I didn't call on everybody's name, that's my coach, that's Mark Goodlow, and I'm definitely gonna not leave out my uncle with and he know who he is as well, Larry Bankston. So I thank everybody on, and all I can say is just I see everyone at the top because the bottom's too crowded.
Come on. Awesome. Come on, Miss Jen Robinson Biggs.
Man, look, Coach Shay, Ursula, when I tell you I love some Art Martinez, first of all, one of the biggest things I got, which really touched my spirit, was he said, your goal never changes, even when the people do. Because I tell you, you have people that say they're going to take this run with you, they're going to go to the end, and you know what, they switch up on you. And we already know, if you don't know, Coach Pollard, AKA my big brother, he's the one that actually started that whole platform about please tell me no. So you got to go through those no's to get where you want to. And then my brother that was talking about effort, but not only is it effort, it's the sacrifice. I have never seen people that say that they want to provide for their family. I have never seen people that say they love their children. I have never seen people that say they want to be a $50,000 earner. They want to make part-time income. They want to go, but they don't understand sacrifice. There is nothing that you can ever achieve if you don't sacrifice. Look, we're getting ready to celebrate Christmas. I mean, look, the big man himself, Jesus Christ and our Lord, understood sacrifice, but then you have millions of people and they don't understand sacrifice. So we will not achieve anything if we don't have the effort, if we don't put forth the effort, if we don't put forth the sacrifice, and if we don't put on our big girl draws and our big boy draws, because people will make excuses at the crack of them cracking their fingernails, and I just don't get it. But you know what? The thing about it is that, like Art says, right, when people leave you, the thing about it, that's okay. Because when they know that they could have been that 100, that 200, that 300, that 400, that 500, it makes it all worth it. I tell you, it's going to make it all worth it. And man, Art sowed so many seeds tonight. It's unbelievable. I just want to let people know, right? Guys, effort and sacrifice, please tell me no. Those were the keys that we need to go into 2024 and bust it up. That's all I have. But this was amazing.
Coach Columbus, I hear him say that all the time. Please tell me no, right?
Please tell me no.
Come on.
Please tell me no.
And the thing about it is, Jan, is that they didn't leave us. They left their goals and dreams.
That's right.
And then not just that, but they do understand sacrifice, because if their job call them and tell them to be at work on Christmas, I bet they're gonna be there. If their job tells them to be there on Christmas Eve, they're gonna be there, and they're gonna sacrifice all the things that they thought they was gonna do, and they gonna hop, skip, and jump because they don't want to lose that every 2-week paycheck, or that once a month paycheck, or that every week paycheck. When you have a life insurance license, you have the ability to get paid every day. right? And you have the ability to bless families. And one of the things I truly believe is that in order to be blessed, you got to be a blessing. The more
Come
people
on.
get what they want, you will get what you want. And so if you are putting people in a position, our whole mission, we say, is to help families earn more income. That's the first part of the mission, is to help
Come on.
income. And then once we can help people, become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent, because we're helping them make more money and they can do those things. But if they're not willing, if becoming financially independent, building a business where they can own their own time, where they can have that time freedom and that financial freedom, if that don't mean anything to them, I'm gonna keep looking for the people that it means something to. That's it. I just got to keep going and looking for the people that's gonna be willing to, have those goals and dreams and go to work for them. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. So, man,
don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Don't do like that ex-husband or that ex-boyfriend. Don't take it out on the next recruit.
Come on.
Level them all.
Even if they blame you, because they'll blame you with the quickness, like you just did something to them, right? But no, it's just, hey, that shows their character. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You just keep on moving. So I love it. Come on, Dawson.
Yeah. Well, let me look. I want to come on and piggyback off of that if I can. I don't mean to cut it up, but right there, because he said, Art said that a lot of times we get the meaning and the sense of discipline. We get the meaning and sense of discipline messed up, and we distract ourselves with pleasure. So instead of being disciplined and getting the job done, and we'll like we have a council appointment, or we get a bunch of no's, instead of getting back out there and prospect and doing the things we know we need to do, we will replace that and distract ourselves with pleasure. And man, I'm telling you, I'm guilty. And boy, he hit it on the head when he said that. And so that got me right there. So I just wanted to say that.
Come on. Go ahead, Dawson.
Oh, hey, everybody. I had fun. But the thing that stuck out to me is when he said that most people don't have vision, so they'll buy yours. And I was like, ooh, that's some real stuff right there. They don't have a vision. They might need some little guidance. That's all. I'm here for the guidance.
And that's, for people that are having problems with their vision, because you might not know 100%. And to be real with you, a lot of us don't know what we want in life because we've been in that rat race for so long, getting up, getting the kids ready, go to work, come home, cook dinner, help homework, get them shower, put them in bed, wake up. I mean, it's like the same, it's like the same thing over and over and over again. And the people that have the biggest imaginations be kids. And we forget that literally, we have goals and dreams, or because of where we are in life, we think that we can't have it. And then we get here and we see people who have the things that, that look good and this, that we done forgot. We done forgot exactly what it is we want. But y'all, what do you want? What do you want your life to look like? You know what I'm saying? Are you satisfied with the house you live in? Are you satisfied with the car you drive? Have you become one of those people that say what they say? I mean, I'm just fine with what I got. I'm just thankful for this little bitty crumbs I done got. Like, really? I'm just humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, like you don't want nothing more. Look, God didn't put me on this earth just to work, pay bills, and die. I know He did. And God don't respect the person. If He'll do it for Art, He'll do it for me. You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is, and that's why we go to these big events, meet some of these people. Maybe once you see the way that they living, maybe it'll spark something up in you. But I know that where I'm living, I thank God for it. I'm blessed for it because it could be worse, but I know I can have more. The car that I drive, thank God for it. It could be worse, but I know it's more, it's another type of car that I want to drive, right? I thank God for the money in my bank account, but it could be more. You know what I'm saying? I can have a whole lot more than what I got right now, but it's going to require the work. It's going to require work. And people are not, here's the thing. People are not, they're not a stranger to work because they work jobs. So they're not a stranger to the work. It's something else that's deeply rooted inside of them that makes them feel like they can't have. And so, man, I know I can have, because I think I'm the bomb.com, okay? I know I can do whatever. Tell me what to do, I'm gonna do it. If Art's here, look, Art, give me a blueprint and be like, Shay, this is what I need you to do right here, every single day, every single month, and you're gonna get what I got. Say less. Why? It's like an architect giving you the blueprint to a house for it to be built, but then you go do something different from what the blueprint is. Like, we're wondering why they gave you the blueprint to a mansion and you end up with a shack. You tried to do it your own way when the blueprint was laid out for you. Like, we be trying to do it, and that's why so many different base shops in this company, and it literally, yo, Art Williams gave us the blueprint on how to build this business, and the people that go and look at the A.L. Williams Way book, go look at the A.L. Williams Way videos, and actually do what he said to do, instead of like trying to think another way to make it happen, or a faster way, or whatever way. This man had 227,000 or 200-some thousand licensed agents under him within a 7-year time span. Over 200,000 licensed agents in a 7 year. I've been here 7 years. I ain't had no 200. No. Apparently, I ain't been following the blueprint. I ain't been following the play that the man who came up with this company laid out there, and all of us got access to it. When we're gonna take the time to go pick up the book and follow the blueprint? I know I'm about to. I know I am. I've already been.
The book. Can you drop the name of the book in the link? Or link?
A.L. Williams Way.
A.L. Williams Way?
Yeah, it's his way. It's the company, the founder of the company.
Okay.
It's the founder of the company. I mean, he literally laid it out there. He got even a video on YouTube. The A.L. Williams Way system. And we try to go do it how we want to do it. And that's the reason why we are where we are. And we won't go do it. He said the main thing of this business. Show him, Jan. I seen you pick it up. Show him the A.L. Williams Way. Yep. A.L. Williams Way. You can go on Primerica and order that book. It's right there.
Here you go.
Pick it up, highlight through it, whatever you feel like. That is the book. That is the blueprint. And we just refuse to follow the blueprint. It's the blueprint. It is the blueprint, y'all. It's so crazy how we be in here. Literally, I get these speakers really just to hype y'all up and to answer some of the questions because I know sometimes we got to work on being mentally tough. You know, I don't know what we done been through in life and childhood trauma and everything else. And so we got attachment issues. We got
something else.
Did you change her cover out like I?
We got all types of issues that put us that we didn't, experience from things we've experienced through life, and we allow those things to get us attached to these recruits. We allow those things to, to get us down because somebody didn't like us or whatever the case may be. Man, if we don't get mentally tough around here and get focused on building a business, somebody liking you and all this stuff is keeping you from living out your goals and dreams. Man, get tough and put yourself in a position, man, to where you could get big in this business. Because every last one of us, whether today is your first day or today is your 30th year, every last one of us have the ability to go and just be like, you know what? Today is the day. You ain't got to start January 1st. You can start today. You can hop off this call. You can go order that book. Okay, somebody got to download it. I'm pretty sure on they something, right? Go get that book. Go on POL. You can order and then just read it, and it tells you. It tells you in the mission of the company. It says the mission of our company is to help families earn more income. That means we're supposed to be recruiting. See, we be thinking that we're supposed to be here to sell insurance. That's the product that he chose. That's the service that he chose for us. Y'all, we could have been selling toilet tissue. We're supposed to be recruiting. We are supposed to be focused on giving people, we need to sell life insurance. Well, people are more willing to make money than spend money. And guess what? If you help them make money, that's what they're going to do. They're going to spend money. So if you recruit people to come here to the business so that they can, because it says to help families earn more income and become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. So when you help them make more income, then they can become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. I think we getting on KTs so that we can sell insurance. No, you're getting on KTs to recruit people, to sell people on achieving their goals and dreams because somebody talked them out of it at one point in time in their life. And the thing about it is, in order for them to become financially independent, they got to lay the foundation first of the financial house, which is life insurance. Then they can start working on achieving the rest of their financial house and then putting the top on it so they can achieve their goals and dreams. Yo, buy term and invest the difference. They invest, you buy term so you can protect the foundation of the house. You invest the difference. So just in case they outlive, you know, they get to the point where they live too long, they got more than enough money to become financially independent at that time. But if in their way to becoming financially independent, if they just so happen to die in that process, their family still can become financially independent by the insurance. But in order for them to get the insurance, a lot of people, and keep the insurance, because I can tell y'all right now, when I was a school teacher, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I was living check to check. I literally spent my last $200 to get started with this company and to pay for my life insurance same day, because all I had was $55,000, $25,000 that the job had on me and $30,000 that my mama had on me. I was 33 years old with 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 13-year-old. And I'm up here talking about what my mama got on me and what my job got on me, something that I do not own. So I ended up putting my plan in place right then and there. Now, how many of us would love to get a recruit that would definitely, every last one of our recruits that pay their $124 that day and get their life insurance that day? That would be absolutely amazing. But here's the thing. I wasn't able to become properly protected at that time. I got protected. I bought something, you know, and just until I was able to get what I actually needed. So I wasn't properly protected on the front end. I was protected, but the only way that I was going to be able to become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent was by me making money with this company. That was the way I became properly protected. So I was able to increase my coverage after I started making money with the company. I was able to become debt-free in my first 4 years with the company, over $200,000 in debt, $26,000 student loan debt, $59,000 mortgage, and over $20,000 car loan that I had. And it was because I made money with the company. And so, y'all, if y'all come in and just do exactly what your leader tells you to do, and leaders, y'all gotta stop, we gotta stop overthinking this thing and get moving. We get a recruit, we quote this all the time, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Y'all would be so butthurt and mad if somebody recruited you and waited 2 weeks to start moving you in the field. Get them people going same day, next day. Because if we keep on waiting, y'all are literally, and then we wonder why the people leave. We wonder why the people leave. It's because you got to show them success, because everybody ain't got the mindset of business. You got to show them how to, they don't have a business until they become an RVP. So show them the benefit. Show them how much, people don't care how much you know until you know how much until they know how much you care. They don't care about the rule of 72. They don't care nothing about the high cost of waiting. They care about you saying that you're going to move them in this business and help them to achieve success. And the first way you show them is put them in a position to where they can watch you, do some appointments, help them build up their bonus, recruit for them on those appointments, and help them get to that class and actually track them through this whole process. Because guess what? Every new recruit is a baby. You want to send your you want to send your 3-year-old down to the store by themselves. So why would you send your recruit through the licensing process by themselves? Hold their hand, take them under your wing. I promise you, I wouldn't be here if my trainer, who was a district leader, I had a district leader to train me. I promise you, I wouldn't be here had he not got me them 13 recruits and that 10,000 in premium in my first 30 days with the company. Had he not got me the district in my first 3 days with the company. You know, people can say, oh, Shay went to district in her first 3 days. Yeah, he took me to district because I kept introducing him to the people and he did the appointments. I wouldn't have been able to do it without him, and he wouldn't have been able to do it without me. We're a partnership, right? Y'all, when you recruit somebody to the business, you are officially a partnership. It is your duty to take them to the man, I'm about to say to the promised land, but this is where you promising them to the point where they can become property protected, debt free, and financially independent, and help them make more money. So y'all, we gotta go ahead and do this dang thing and stop playing with the opportunity, because we playing with it. You know, we playing with it too. Y'all ready to go ahead and change? I know I done went off on y'all like y'all was my team. My bad.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Come on, come on.
I just want to say, first of all, thank y'all for letting me speak. Thank you for my argument, Mr. Larry Bankston, Mark Goodlow, and Tori Phillips. I'm new. I'm over just shy over a year, and it just felt so good to hear somebody say that he wanted to quit too. He's a millionaire earner. He wanted to quit, but he remembered his why, and that's what my coach has been telling me, and that helped me out so much. You gotta stay focused with your why. Why do you do this? Why do you need this? And it's more than just a job, because I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 27 years. And now I finally found something that I can do and feel and have a purpose for. And that's all. I just wanted to make that comment. That hit me hard. For me being new coming into the business, just keep, and it's gonna always be, know your why.
Absolutely. Look, put in the work here like you put in being a nurse, and watch what your income do. Watch what your business do. Look, the same work I put in as a school teacher is the work I put in here. Please believe. And man, shot me over $200,000 in income. So I promise you, and I was never gonna make that as a teacher. So yeah, put in that work, because you can help people here the same way you was helping as a nurse. Come on. Is it Latricia?
Yes, it is. Thank you for letting me speak. I just want to say thanks to Mr. Bankston, Mr. Goodlow, and Tori. Those are my peoples. I'm sorry. I got to turn on my video. We should turn on the video so you see. All right. Being coachable right now. So, but Art was stuck with me, what he said. If you're not willing to sacrifice for what you want, you'll sacrifice, let me get it right. If you're not willing to sacrifice for what you want will be the sacrifice. And that really stuck out to me. And also what you said about the rat race. What do you want? You know, go to work, do this. And I'm like, I get what all this time I've been here in the rat race. So I get what the rat race is now. And I just enjoyed it. It was just an eye-opener for me. I actually have the Art Williams book. I got it, and I had to search around and look for it. I was like, I know I got that book here. So I'm picking that book up, I'm reading it, and I just want to know if I can get a copy, because this can be my morning show when I'm drinking my coffee. Just hearing it would be, keep me motivated to keep pushing it, to know that Art was like, I wanted to quit. That was just something to hear from a millionaire.
Absolutely. I'm gonna send it to all the RVPs, and then you can get it from your RVP. It'll be give me until Tuesday now, because I got to upload it and all that stuff. Now, how many RVPs and above? $100,000, $50,000. It don't really matter. 200, a million. How many of y'all ever thought about quitting at one point in time?
All of us. All of us. Every last one of us.
Every last. I probably thought about quitting last week. Hold on. And I was like, oh. No, for real. Like, man. It's just a part of, it just, yeah, we all think about it. We just ain't crazy enough to do it. And it just be because we be in our feelings. We just got to become mentally tough, a little bit tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you want to make $1 million. Are you ready to, for what comes along with it? And so I want to, right? I want to say this. Every last one of us pray over our businesses, right? And just know, and somebody told me this today, be careful what you pray for. Be careful what you pray for. Because God will surely give it to you. He gonna give it to you. And then when you start talking about, so you say, remove this, that person, these people from my life that ain't supposed to be on this, please believe, just be ready for possibly some of your biggest people to pew and be gone. Because maybe everybody not supposed to go on this journey with you. Right? Be careful what you pray for. If you pray, like for me, I pray to become $1 million earner, senior national sales director, Circle of Champions owner. I put a specific date on it, right? That's my little testimony. I put a specific date on it. And when I tell you, it feels like, I was just like, now how am I gonna tell God what I want and when I want it? And then now I just start going through the ringer in life. When I tell you, when I say go through the ringer, went through the ringer, okay? But it wasn't bring me down. It was to prepare me. It was to prepare me because I couldn't be, think about it. For a lot of us on here, this time last year, there is no way I could have been a senior national sales director last year, $1 million earner last year. There is no way. There is no way. If God gave me 9 direct regional vice presidents right now today, I already know I wouldn't be ready for it. I wouldn't be ready for it. God could drop $1 million in my bank account right now today. Now, Lord, I ain't stopping you. I ain't stopping you. But I already know, being honest with myself, I wouldn't be ready for it. God gave me He gave me the capacity of what I could handle. He gave me the capacity of what I can handle. And then and also when God's trying to remove people from your life, let them go. When people leave you, let them go. And the reason being is because God may not be willing to bless those people with your blessing. They might not supposed to be, riding along with you. They might not supposed to be, benefiting from your blessing. And the longer you hold on to those people and you beg them and try to get them to come back because you feel like you need them, which could be a codependency thing that you got going on, guess what? That is going to hold you back from your blessing. That's going to hold you back. And so just be aware of what you're praying for, because of course, in order for me to be a senior national sales director, there's a certain level of toughness I have to have. There's a certain level of, there's going to be some things that I'm going to have to be able to handle without crying about it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a certain, there's going to be a certain air about me to be able to handle 9 direct regional vice presidents and their base shops. There's a certain level that my business has to be at in order for me to have that. It's a certain way that I have to be, a certain way that I have to think, a certain way I have to move. And so I can tell y'all, some of y'all know me from when I first got started 7 years ago. I am definitely not the person that I was 7 years ago. I was shy. Y'all wouldn't have got me to talk on no screen to save my life. But I am at a space in my life where I do believe that I'm ready to handle the next level of income, to handle at least 3 regional vice presidents. I am at a level in my life where I am ready to handle a certain things. And then as I'm getting the ones that I'm getting, it'll prepare me for the next level. And so I'm just letting y'all know, in order for you, they say new level, new devil. It's not really a devil outside of you. It's really what's inside of you that's going to come out. And so be ready when you pray for that thing. So you are where you are right now based off of the capacity in which you have the ability to receive. And so when you level up, that's when everything else gonna level up. When you level up, when your thinking level up, when your willingness to sacrifice some things, your ability to say no and stop people pleasing, your ability to get to the point to let some people go that you know ain't good for you, that I'm just being real. There's just certain things that you're gonna have to do in order and be willing to do and be okay with. Go cry about it and be like, all right, God, what's next? for you to achieve and receive what it is that you're looking to have, that you done prayed for. So I just had to say that for people that's wondering why certain people coming in and moving past them ain't got nothing to do with them. It's got something to do with you and the level in which you need to grow. Because we all got the blueprint, but are you ready for what's going to come along with that level that you're seeking to have? Come on, Shay. Shay, we were about to say something? Shay Richardson?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with you totally.
I thought you had your hand up.
No, you delivering the message, and it is absolutely amazing. And it's something we all need to hear and get ourselves geared up for the new year, because if we're going to win, it's up to us as individuals. We got to make the decision. And I just appreciate the wisdom that's been shared on here tonight.
Okay. I thought you had your hand up. Like, okay, come through.
No, ma'am. But thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? Thank y'all for staying for the meeting after the meeting. We've been done like an hour, 44 minutes ago, So y'all free to, to go if y'all want to, but we just on here talking, but I can tell y'all right now, y'all was looking at, do y'all look at the scoreboard? Do y'all look at the scoreboard and the competition scoreboard and I've gotten to the point where I don't even look at my state anymore. I'm now looking at the front, when you click competition scoreboard and it'd be the top 100 of this and the top one, like recruiting and premium and like I'm looking at that and I'm just looking like, I know I could beat these folks. I don't know if any of y'all ever think like that, like I could beat these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I be. I know I could beat these folks, right? But the question is, are you willing to wake up early? Are you willing to stay up late? Are you willing to make phone calls? Are you willing to set those appointments? Are you willing to get on some training appointments? Are you willing to because you're not supposed to be recruiting to just have numbers, but you're supposed to be recruiting to build, right? Because that's what Art said, do. Recruit to build, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. And so my focus right now, y'all, be honest with y'all, is recruiting and creating this district leader factory. Focusing on everybody that comes through the door going to become an independent licensed district leader. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. That's all I'm focused on. And it will ultimately turn into an RVP factory because an RVP is just a big district leader that know how to promote districts and how to and know how to teach those districts how to promote districts. That's all it is. When you really think about it, y'all, it really don't even take that long to become a regional vice president if you really think about it, because you only need 6 direct districts. I mean, how long does it take for you to go get a recruit, get them 3 in their market, if that's all you focus on? But see, if you focus on sales, selling in a market, then of course you'll never get them the district. You'll get them some premium, but you'll never get them the district because you getting them, you're not getting them some recruits that's gonna do the business, right? And then getting them recruits and then getting them, everybody should be focused on getting their 3. I listened to the Bill O'Render video, 3 to get 3. When I say every day, listen to that video every day. I know my team, so they probably so tired of me playing that video. I'm like, you gonna play it until it snap in your brain that when you get a direct recruit, your focus is to go get them 3 of them. And while you go find you another direct. If everybody, do y'all want to know how Willie them doing what they doing? Do y'all want to know how they doing it? How to get massive recruits? Do anybody know? Do anybody know? I know. Do anybody else on here know how they doing what they doing?
No, I know they getting codes. They recruiting and getting their recruits and getting codes, baby. The premium will come. The premium will come.
How do you think they go and get the people to code? How you think they doing something special to get people coded? Because you do understand that they are running the same percentage of codes that we all run. They getting the same percentage of codes. think they did like let me look at the numbers real quick. They getting the same percentage of codes. It ain't no big difference. It's really not no big difference.
Sense of urgency.
It's they follow, I'm gonna be honest with you, they following the A.L. Williams play. I'm just gonna be 100% real with you. They ain't doing nothing, no special than what we doing. But see, we got too many distractions. We be talking about these recruits distracted and this and that, and no, we distracted. We distracted with everything and everybody. We begging the people who talking about they don't know nobody. Yeah, I'm looking for people who are centers of influence. I'm looking for people that know people. I'm not looking for nobody that's saying I don't know nobody. Okay, you can go get your license, but we in a people business, y'all. This ain't insurance sales. Y'all don't understand that? We are in the people business. We're in the people business. Y'all, this gonna snap for somebody. It just snapped for me one day. I was just like, whoa. Well, I was just looking at it, just looking at the numbers, right? And then I was just like, I was reading the A.L. Williams Way book, and I was breaking it down. I was like, because something got to give at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big recruiter. I've been a big recruiter since I've been in this business. And I'm like, I done got some people coded. Like right now I'm sitting on like 120 some codes, right? I should be making way more than what I'm making right now. I'm like, some is up, right? And I'm like, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Okay, I'm gonna drop some on y'all real quick. And it's gonna be something different, from probably from what you used to or how you've been moving. And in all honesty, I was like, dang, if I would have thought like this back when, man, I'd have saved myself some years, but it's okay. It's been a learning experience. So I just want to show y'all something real quick. Okay. So you got, hold on. Show y'all something real quick. All right. So you got, let's go back to last month. And Andy, he killing it, but I'm gonna show y'all last month real quick. All right, so Miguel got 159 recruits last month. Diana Macias, and I'm just like, Willie got 2 direct $1 million earners. Like, that's just so crazy. But anywho, and so, all right, let's go back. So we got Miguel with 159, and we got, let's see, I'm gonna write this down. 159. We got Diana at 151. Jorge, let's see, 281. Then we got Andy with 318 recruits. All right. So let's go look at the codes. All righty. So, and y'all do understand that the people that's getting coded 9 times out of 10 are not always the ones that got started that month. It be the ones that months before. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I want to understand it. So, but Andy only got, let's see, Andy got 38 codes. Okay. 35. Miguel got 31. And Diana got 11. Diana Macias got 151 recruits and only 11 people got licensed. You're gonna get 10% of your people licensed who you recruit. So if we only recruiting 10 people a month, yeah, you only gonna get 1 person coded. You're only getting 20 people licensed in a month. 20 people recruited in a month. Yeah, you're gonna end up with 2 to 3 codes. You get 30 recruits, yes, it's gonna be about 3 to 4 codes, right? 50 recruits, you're gonna end up with about 4 to 5 codes. So in order for you to increase your recruiting number, Andy did 318 recruits. He got 38 codes, 10%, a little bit over 10%, right? Fanal got 35 recruits. He got 281 recruits, got 35 codes, so a little bit over 35. A little bit over 10%. You got Miguel with 159. He got 31. So Miguel must be on it over there on his code. You know what I'm saying? On his code game, he must got somebody that he must be doing a little extra. Maybe the people from the month before just went ahead and decided to go take their test. But y'all, they literally coding the same percentage of people we coding. They just recruiting on a higher level. Let's go look at the premium real quick. We be thinking these people doing some extra. No, they just doing what Art said do, which is focus on recruiting. You focus on recruiting and you get the people in the field. Y'all, all 300 and some of these people didn't go get coded. All 300 and some of them people did not get in the field, but they got a system for recruiting and field training, right? Let's look at the premium. Y'all think the premium gonna be sky through the roof? Nah. Fano he had 281 recruits. He got 276,000 in premium. He got 231 people got life insurance. So let me help y'all understand it. He had 281 recruits, 231 got life insurance. 231 people got life insurance. Everybody didn't get field trained the way that we field trained. Let me help y'all understand this. The way that we field trained. And what I mean by we, because I ain't gonna say me, because I don't field train like that no more, but they not going in the field to write premium. They going in the field to recruit, because that's what the way it's supposed to be. You have a conversation. If you have a conversation with anybody that's a part of that original 85, they will tell you that you recruit and it's supposed to be internal consumption. And the people who we get in front of, who we try to recruit, and they decide not to join the business, then you can still help them become financially independent through the services. But we're supposed to be talking to the people about becoming financially independent through the business opportunity. Through the opportunity, and we be so afraid to sell life insurance to our recruit. No, we supposed to sell life insurance to our recruit. You're supposed to be recruiting people. We're supposed to give everybody opportunity. But if they got a job, they got a family, they are 4 and 5 pointer, right? That means they got careers, they got a family. They should be able to get life insurance. They may not be able to get the amount that they need. I'm talking about how I was.
Yeah.
Teacher.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I've always believed in recruit first. Always. I've always believed in recruit. The Art Williams, I've always believed in that. I'd rather miss the sale, miss the recruit, and then get to the sale. If I can't recruit you, at least I can sell you. Right. But I can't miss the sale and then recruit you. So that's just a philosophy that I've been taught since I've been in the business. You recruit first. They always recruit. But I know across the board, particularly in the African American community, we're always trying to sell.
We're trying to sell.
Always trying to sell, because it seems like that's the way to the top. But when you look at our persistency and QBI and chargeback balances, and you go and you look at our numbers, just like you're looking at the numbers now, we'll have the premium, we'll have the recruits, but our income is rock bottom.
And the thing about it is not because a lot of people say, this is what I hear all the time. Don't sell your recruits life insurance because they're going to be the main ones that cancel it. Well, they cancel it because you don't help them make money. Look at the mission of the company. We got to help the people make money. How do you help them make money? Go get them 3 recruits and they're going to get the credit for their 3 recruits policy. That's their bonus. They're going to run to go take the class and take the test if they know they got a $650 bonus waiting on them.
Right.
They're going to run to go take the class and the test. You ain't got to hold them by the hand like that. They will go. Right. I did, and my bonus was only $300. I had a 13 by 10, but at that time when I first got started, the most that you could get in the bonus was $300. I ran to get, because I needed that money to pay for my premium the next month. So, y'all, if you help the people make the money, how do you help them make the money? Go get them 3 recruits and then do their 3 recruits financial game plan. Make sure that they 3 recruits, the foundation is laid for their family, which is life insurance. They may not be able to get the amount that they need, but they could get something. And the recruit gets the credit for it. The one that introduced you to them. And then you go do the same thing for them. If everybody only focused on getting a 3x3, yeah, it's great to get people a super huge bonus if they have that type of, if they have, that type of center of influence. You know what I'm saying? If they're the center of influence, if they have that type of market. But y'all, go get them they 3 people, and we're supposed to be helping them properly protect their income. We're supposed to be helping them have a game plan towards becoming financially independent through building a business and making sure that we properly protect their family and help them to save. But they can't save until we help them make some money. People, here's what I want y'all to understand is that all of us can be big in the side products through helping people build up their financial house. They need PLPP. Once they get life insurance, they need a P. But how can they go and buy all the other services if you don't help them make no money? If you don't get them in the field, if you don't get them to district, get them to class, get them licensed. Y'all, this literally all these people doing. This literally all they doing. You look at Miguel Illich. Miguel got 159 recruits, and he got he wrote 135 life insurance. I bet if you had 150, here's your QBI and your persistency. And I had to learn this the hard way. Here's your QBI and persistency issue. He got 159 recruits. He didn't sell all them recruits a policy. He only sold 135 people a policy. All them recruits didn't get no policy. Why? Because all of them can't afford the policy right now. But I bet he running them in a market. Somebody in a market will join a business who has a career, who has a job, who can get some insurance. You know what I'm saying? Who will get an invest. Y'all, it's literally like we ain't gotta be side product salesmen. It sells itself when you go focus on massively recruiting. And it ain't you doing the massive recruiting. Okay, I go get me a direct and I get my direct 3 directs today. Like I'm in their market getting there. They put me at 4 recruits already. And then I'm gonna help all of them get them 3 each. That I'm officially a double-digit recruiter. Then I'll go give me another direct while I'm working with this leg over here. I got another leg over here, and all I'm focused on is getting everybody a 3x3. Everybody get a 3x3. Be the Oprah of 3x3s, okay? You get a 3x3, you get a 3x3, you get a 3x3. And then guess what? People will think this business is so easy and they will become a field trainer if they see the simplicity of it is, oh, okay, all I got to get is 3 recruits and then help them get 3. And then help them get 3 and then help them get 3 in their market. All I do is find me 3 recruits. Art Williams said in an A.L. Williams Way video, he was like, he made a list of 21 people, 21 football coaches. He was only able to get to 5 because he dug so deep in them 5 people's legs that he didn't even get a chance to get to the rest of them. Y'all, we don't be digging deep in them legs. We don't be getting 3 who get 3 who get 3. We just think that's a cute thing that they saying. No, that's literally what they doing. And everybody who gets started, who's in the market, who can afford it, they get some kind of insurance. And when they make money, guess what? Now they can increase it. How y'all think what's calling them be personally writing out them insurance sales? Of course, they know a lot of people who are, professionals and stuff like that. But if you go and look at their numbers, what's his name? Be writing
Tony Shelley in the rain.
Yes. If you go and look at the numbers, he be having way more premium than he have in the number of people he done wrote sales on. And that is because they do a lot of increases. They do a lot of policy increases. Go look at their numbers. I be studying. Look, I'm gonna go study the people that's doing the biggest in the business. I'm not studying. I'm studying the people that's got the biggest income with the biggest business. I'm not gonna just look at the people with a big income and they ain't got no business up under them. That ain't freedom behind it. I want to see who got a big income, who run a big business, who promote RVPs, who got people who popping out $1 million earners, who becoming $1 million earners, and they popping out me. I'm studying the business. I'm studying it. I'm looking at them. Okay, let me see how they doing this. That's all. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see. All right, so you left it out, Journey. You had that on it. So then I'm looking at, okay, hold on. So you got where Andy at? Or Andy right here. Andy did 318 recruits. 318 recruits. And he only sold 175 policies. Like we looking at, they just doing something amazing. They running the play. They running the play. And the people see the simplicity of this thing. Oh, I just got to get 3 and then help them 3 get 3 and then help them 3. That's all the focus is helping people get 3 from the people that they know. I ain't got to get them people that I know. I could just go and get people that they know. And if they join the business, guess what? And they got a job, they got careers and all this stuff. They gonna get insurance. They gonna get investments. They gonna get all the side products. They gonna get it. Trying to tell y'all, watch what my business do this upcoming year. Watch what my business do this year. Y'all think they talking about Willie Naranjo right now. They be talking about Shay Bond. I be talking about Shay Bond this year. Because the thing about it is, I'm just following the play. That's it. They're gonna be swearing up and down I'm doing something wrong. No, I'm doing something right. I'm doing it the right way. Y'all, you seen Shay Bond be, and I want all of y'all to be like, man, you should have been on her call. She said she was gonna run the play. She said she was running it.
Well, Shay, I'm gonna be right there with you, girlfriend. I'm gonna be right there with you.
Come on. It's clear as day. Ain't no point in gawking at what they doing. Go and learn from it. Like, we seeing it. We just be trying to take our precious time because we think we got time and we don't have time. Life is a flicker, literally. Like, we don't have time to play with this thing. I got 2 kids in there and I ain't hit 300,000 yet. I don't have ownership. I ain't promoting no RVPs yet. I can't leave here without having true ownership in my business. I cannot. I will not. I'm like, God, okay, come on, we here. Not yet. But he only, y'all, we don't know. We know our birthday, true enough. Happy birthday, everybody that had a November, December birthday, but we don't know our death day, y'all. And we playing. Think we got tomorrow. We up here being more faithful to people who don't even want to do an appointment with us than we are to ourselves and the people that we are supposed to be taking care of, kids, spouse. And some of y'all, and just being honest with you, sleeping with the enemy. You know, hey, stop focusing on trying to get y'all spouses to do this, and they'll do this when you go do it. Because your mouth ain't gonna get them to do it. It's your actions. And don't let them talk you out of this opportunity, because if you can't talk them out of their 9 to 5, don't let them talk you out of this opportunity. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't telling y'all go leave nobody. I would never tell nobody leave their spouse.
No.
But I'm just being honest with you. Hey, go to work. You want your spouse to do this with you? Go to work. Go to work. Put your head down and move really fast. I'm just being real. And so I love y'all. Even if I don't know you, I love you. I want every last one of y'all to be successful. I want all of us to go to convention this year. I want it to be to the point where it's so many people that's jumping diamonds that they got to cancel majority of the sessions because we all, the recognition part is so booming that it take up all the convention because it's diamond after diamond after diamond after diamond movement. Because you could be a brand new, spanking new person today and can go to RVP and make 100,000 by convention. So let's go make it happen, y'all. Y'all, I'll see y'all at the top because the bottom is what?
Way too
crowded.
Y'all have a great
Good night, y'all.
Good night. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Shay.
it.
Yeah, I was just listening.
Let's get
it was.
Bye, Shay. Awesome job.
Yeah, great job, Shay.
Have a great night.
Great job, Shay.
Thank
Happy
you.
Tuesday.
Oh, let's go.
Good job, Shay.
Through Laura.
Thank you, Shay. I needed that.
Come on, Dorothy, let's get it.
Please.
Let's make it
We got
happen.
love for Shay.
We just got to get to moving. That's it. That's it. it. We got to get to moving. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. I be telling my son, he's 21. I'm like, get moving. Get to moving. Let's go, y'all.
It's a lot of into the club tonight. What? But it's gonna be alright. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Trick Daddy, let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, and why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. So who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the go get him. I got fools that'll go get him. That's for him, the boo and the